Well, hello. Yes, I forgot to record the audio for like 2 minutes. I can already tell that editing will instantly be a mess already. Yeah,
Have fun with that.
thank you. Anyway, I've decided to interview the wonderful VTuber Lukchromia to see how they feel about their old video hitting 700 views, how their tics affect them, and what made them want to start speedrunning. If you enjoy this kind of content, especially because it's my second interview video and I will 100% make more of this, I recommend subscribing to this channel to not miss out on more interviews like this. As always, this interview took me months to make, especially because of its length and the things I had to do right after recording this interview, so liking and sharing with any VTuber who wants to be in the next interview would be greatly appreciated. Of course, my DMs are always open, so if anyone wants to reach out to me, hit me up on Twitter or on my Discord server. Well, let's start off with introductions because I forgot about that in the first interview I did.
Oh, also, did you want me to introduce myself? Because I did it, and I felt like that was important.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that as well.
Well done. Alright, hi, I'm Luck. I'm a Twitch streamer that mostly speedruns, like Untitled Chapter, but I also do a little bit of ride content, or like horror and shit. And I'm kind of nerdy. Yeah, I think that about sums it up, for me at least.
The first question I got here is what made you wanting to be a VTuber or a PNG tuber in other words?
I have dysphoria, so I do not like my own appearance or my own face. And though I used to be a cam streamer, I used to have my camera on and like be more active as a person with a face that people knew how I looked like. I kept feeling so anxious and stressed about it that I switched to a PNG tuber in order to kind of portray how I felt and how I wanted to be visualized rather than how I look in real life.
So, you what was that called again?
Oh yeah, I use my character Luck. They're a character I've had since I was 14, 15. That's gone through a lot of changes and became my face because they're the character I relate to the most.
So you got your idea of your model when you were 16, right?
And not the physical appearance per se, it was first written down. And like I use it for like writing small novels, etc. So I had the personality down and everything. But their visual look went through a lot of updates since. So they weren't my first choice for PNG tuber, but they were the one I landed on and was the most comfortable with.
How many iterations has your model been through so far?
Oh shit. Uh 8, I think. 7 or 8. Yep, I'm indecisive. They've gone through a lot of changes. So it has been a little bit expensive, but I found cheap people and people who are good at what they do. So it's been alright.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the video right here. So in this part I had to cut like 5 minutes of audio due to it bugging out and completely destroying the entire audio. So if you think I'll be giving you 5 minutes of this, then you are dead fucking wrong. Anyway, back to the actual footage that didn't get cut by the rape audio. Next question is, when did you start streaming?
I'm not really sure about a year, but I think I've been streaming for about 2 years, on and off. I didn't start taking it seriously till like this year.
So you have started around like 2020 and you only did it like seriously until like this year.
Yeah, it was mostly on and off, and whenever I bothered to, or, you know, it started as a bet, so it wasn't anything I was like bothered to want to exactly dive into with school and all.
Okay. When did you actually start speedrunning?
Oh, Jesus, I don't remember. Shit, I actually need to check my own playlist.
To be honest, I don't remember when I started speedrunning either.
You kind of just started and it's just like kind of there.
Yeah.
I started early this year, I think. Yeah, seems like my first PB was early this year. So yeah, a little bit, almost a year. Like 2 months, almost a year.
What was your first ever game you speedrun?
I began speedrunning Untitled Chapter 1 actually.
And is it like the only game you've speedrun so far?
Oh no, I've branched out to both Undertale. I've tried One Shot. I've tried Alien Isolation, which I speedrun. I actually started speedrunning Alien Isolation, but I never uploaded a PB because I was too nervous. But yeah, that game is like 4 hours on world record back then, so I wasn't exactly keen on doing anything about it. No, 3 hours-ish, I believe. I don't remember, but I started speedrunning in Isolation half a year before I started speedrunning Deltarune, I believe. And then when it took so long to get one PB and I couldn't do much practice, I kind of stopped and tried to find something shorter, and that's when I found Deltarune.
Okay. So I'm guessing also that Alien Isolation was the longest speedrun you did?
Yeah.
I know that you have like tics, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Did you have that since the start of your life, or did you get that later?
I remember it came to me when I was very young, and it took me 2 years to get diagnosed. But I'm not sure if it's genetics or where it came from. We're not completely sure about it.
So at like a young age, you found like you had those tics, and like 2 years later, was it correct?
Yeah.
You found out that you had tics.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have like any tics ever affected your speedruns before?
Yes. I've had tics where I had this particular one where I would knock on anything that was near me, and doing that in the middle of a speedrun takes my hands off my keyboard. And if you speedrun Deltarune, you kind of need them on the keyboard.
Oh god.
So other times it's just been, I've been ticking. You can see it in some of my PBs too. I've been ticking. But the worst times I just laugh it off and kind of reset. But it has affected it. But speedrunning also kind of helps calm it down a bit because I'm focused on something else and always talking and more calm.
What do you think are your most frequent tics that you have?
Most frequent tics? Ooh, my most frequent tics are my nose one. You don't see it because I don't have camera on. But I kind of wiggle my nose up a bit, like a bunny. Or I don't actually know. Like they circulate a little bit. So I don't really have many common tics. But the most common one is the nose one.
Listening to you describe it sounds kind of like cute in no way.
Yeah, it's cuter on the body though.
How did you feel after you saw that one of your videos on how to beat Sweetheart got to 600 views?
It did what now?
Yeah, I searched it up. Your video about how to beat Sweetheart is at 600 views now.
I don't check my old videos. Wait, where? Wait. Keep it. It's on 700. Holy fuck.
Oh, it's at 700 now? Oh.
Oh, I guess you get my real reaction to that. Jesus. That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, the more you know.
I didn't expect it to even get any views, I'm not gonna lie, and it's quite bad. It was based off a Reddit post that I saw and my own experience. I think I used a day to beat her properly, because it was really fucking hard and I had to grind because I wasn't leveled up enough. So I thought maybe there are other people who are struggling with it and I can provide some help.
Yeah, then it's very understandable because I heard from some people as well that they have like a big trouble like trying to beat Sweetheart.
Oh yeah, she is a very meta boss. She is a very difficult boss. She's more technical than you would consider, especially with how Mori works. So it takes time and actual like effort and reading to get through it.
But yeah, it's interesting to see a reaction like literally live at the recording.
Yeah, I don't check old videos, so that's actually like a shock to me. I didn't consider any of my videos to really get that many views because I'm a speedrunner. And no offense to you, I'm very new to the sphere of how you do content as a speedrunner. So I wasn't expecting any of my like content to get much like views or anything like that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does also make sense because that like this interview thing that I'm doing is like very new as well. And I did not know if that would actually like work as much as my speedrun videos as well. But I wanted to at least try and give it a shot, see if I actually have fun with it and if it actually gets some views as well.
As long as you have fun with it, I don't really see a point in like not doing it. Like you don't have to be just chained down to just speedrunning. I've learned that.
Yeah, like it's not just about like trying to just do one entire thing for the rest of your entire like career, because it will at some point get like extremely boring at some point.
Yeah.
For some people, or some people will just get like a burnout from it.
Oh, I've gotten burnouts before. Holy shit. It's hard.
Like I can understand like as well, because I have like before I even finished like the editing for the Ashesi interview, I actually had a burnout as well. Like I just did not want to do anything that day. How many collabs have you ever done, if you ever did any other than this one?
I've done a couple ones. I've done like 2, 3-ish ones. But it's kind of hard to do when you're socially anxious and you're not really good at talking to people. I'm a speedrunner, so it'd be with other speedrunners, which I already kind of do because I have my friends on a lot. So, you know, outside of that, I've only done like 3-ish.
Did you have any collabs with someone that you feel like that was so cringy that you'd better like redo again just to make it a lot better?
Not really. Most of my collabs have been pretty good. They are how I found friends and such on, so I don't really have any tea on it.
Well, I mean, it's actually, well, it's good to have like collabs with people and then actually befriend them, because it gets you like further into like having more people to talk to.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is also very nice, especially when you feel like you're lonely at some point.
Yeah.
What do you think was, in your eyes, the best collab you've done so far?
Oh, I think my favorite one is the video wasn't ever published because of issues with the YouTube at the time. But I did a Minecraft collab with one of my friends, where we tried to speedrun Minecraft. She was teaching me how to speedrun Minecraft, and it kind of became very cursed very quickly. I believe the VOD might be on my channel, but I'm not completely sure.
Well, it's good to know that that a collab just went downhill, and that is your most proudest moment.
Yup, that's pretty much how I am. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think was your most like funniest, or possibly even the awkwardest collab you've did?
I think the most awkward collab I've ever done was one where I was with my best friend and 2 of their friends, and yeah, I didn't really get along with them very well. So yeah, I tried to make jokes and shit, and it just didn't work. So I was just kind of awkward about the entire thing.
God.
Yeah.
I can already imagine like the awkward like jokes that happened at that recording or like stream.
Yeah, it was. Hadn't my friend been there, I would have just called it off. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we would get through the questions that fast, not gonna lie.
Oh, if you need me to elaborate on anything, I'm just answering kind of on the top of my head.
So the first question for part 6 is, what do you think is causing you the biggest, trouble so far?
On Twitch?
Yeah, like on Twitch, or if you want, in general, to say anything as well.
I think the biggest struggles I have is mental health. As I struggle with, I have BPD and PTSD, which takes over your day quite a lot. So I think that's my biggest struggles, having to deal with that and coping with that and trying to live life, I guess, in a sense, if that makes sense.
Did you ever have a burnout?
Several. I've had times where I've taken breaks for like a week at a time because just I was so burned out by constantly being on stream, constantly having to push forward content and feeling incredibly bad about the numbers. You kind of get them stuck in your head at some point and you sit there and stare at it like you want it to go up. You can't really do anything. So I've taken multiple times where I've just been like, fuck this, I'm not doing this today. I'm not having this today. But I've kind of managed with how the schedule works for me. So I'm less burned out and I have more days where I'm just like, all right, maybe I want to stream today.
Did you ever think, starting off with content, that you wouldn't make it far at all?
Yeah, I didn't. Again, I started Twitch as a kind of bet against a friend of mine. We bet who could get affiliate first. And we sped ran it kinda. And I got affiliate within a week-ish? Yeah. I kind of tricked my friends into helping me. So I filled up the bar pretty quick. And yeah, I wasn't going to do anything after that, but I kind of just began doing it whenever I felt lonely, and it kind of snowballed into this.
Did you ever hit a moment where you just felt like you just wanted to stop doing any content at all?
Yeah, several times. I'm still not sure what I want to do with this. I've kind of just realized that I don't even I don't really want to be a content creator. I kind of just want to make people's day and, speedrun. So if that's a content creator, I guess I am, but I don't really even see myself much as a... But to answer the question, yes, I have thought about it a lot, and I'm not sure what I want to do with this. I just know that this is something I love doing right now, and I'm gonna continue doing it, and I'm not gonna quit.
We're finally out to part 7, and that's actually also the last part as well. Now, I remember that you did a subathon, and I think on stream you said as well that you want to do another one at some point.
Oh yeah, I do. I might actually do one soon. But it just depends because I work now, and I'd rather not go into work sleep deprived.
Yeah, but it's understandable that it might get difficult to try and get a subathon, especially as you said right now, you have job as well.
Yeah, it's kind of an internship, and I have to go in 3 times a week, and that's 3 days in a row. So if I did a subathon on Monday and it became Wednesday, I would have to go in for a couple of hours.
Have you set any goals already in mind for what you want to achieve in the next subathon?
I'd like to try and go for the same goal to get rent payment, because right now I pay a quarter of what we use to rent this house, and I'd like to get more, but I don't get paid for doing the internship, and what I do get paid from is the government, and that's what I'd use to try and keep the house out. So it'd be $200 again, I believe it would be the goal.
Okay, this is a funny question. Do you think we'll actually make it to the one-shot any % race this time?
Yes, I do. It being hidden behind a sub-goal it kind of made it harder for me to do it, and then the Undertale stuff came along, and I actually wanted to do the Undertale stuff because it's something I've been working up towards for a while. But I am up for the one shot. I just need to kind of de-rust on it in a little bit and actually get it done. But I want to do it. I just needed time to de-rust and everything.
Yeah, it seems like the only question we got right now is from Nurse, and they asked, what is your opinion on the weather characters?
Deltarune?
Well, I'm not sure. And
Yes,
oh, I
no.
think I know what they mean with the weather.
The weather always sticks together.
Yeah.
I love them. I adore them. When I first saw them, I saw them in like the spoiler tag before the sweepstake. And I didn't know that they were Deltarune characters at the time. So I was like, fuck yeah, I like these guys, I'll bookmark them. And then I realized they're fucking Deltarune characters.
Yeah.
I love them. I really love them.
Yeah, I completely forgot about them, like, as just now, until, like, I just remembered at, like, the sweepstakes website with where they're sticks together. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah, but I love them. They're really cute and cool and...
Yeah, they look cute. I really asked, out of all the games you've played, what's your top 3 games?
I think out of all the games I played, like regardless of if it's speedrun or not, I would say my top 3 would be Omori, Cult of the Lamb, and I think actually One Shot right now. Those 3. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Honestly.
Actually, no, wait. I completely forgot about the plot twist.
Yeah, what's up?
I did sadly not get a question from Ashezi on the interview because I only came up with that on like their stream, like very recently. But I got like a question from their stream for you actually.
Alright.
And well, the first question they wanted to ask was what shoe size you had.
I don't fucking know, man. I'm small, I'm tiny.
But later on they then changed their mind, and this is what they wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Tell me, babe. Oh, actually, ask them what their favorite game series is.
Game series shit. I've been asked this so many times, I had no fucking clue. Like, I like Undertale and Deltarune, but I also like Alien Isolation and FNAF. I don't just have one, I have many.
Yeah, I can understand that because like I have some games as well. Like I just cannot pick which one is my favorite as well. So I literally just like
Neither.
So either I pick like I choose with like a random wheel website I chose, or I just do like eeny meeny miny mo. Now we get on to what you want to promote. So if you have anything to promote of your channel or something, you can do that now if you want.
Alright, you can check me out on YouTube with several PBs and challenges and edited videos that are about the PBs, but also more content and shorter. Or on Twitch you can check me out. I speedrun every other day. I do Deltarune, Untitled, or something else. I also do variety content, and I think I'm pretty chill. I've been called base once.
After talking with Lukchromia, I realized how her life is affected a lot by her tics and trying to keep their house paid by streaming, which makes, in their definition, take over their time a lot. They also have since started multi-streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, since Twitch has mostly fucked them over by the new 50-50 split once their first subathon was over and they got their paycheck for it, which is honestly very sad to see since they do have a lot of potential in my eyes. one shot.
Yeah, you are so biased on that.
I feel like the recording's gonna be like only like 45 minutes and then I'm just gonna go like, what am I supposed to do with this now?